We all have dreams, goals we wanna achieve, habits we wanna build, a life we wanna live. But what if you've only got 1 free hour a day? Can you still build a balanced, fulfilling, and productive life when your schedule is already packed? I ask myself the same question. Right now I work a full-time job, about to start studying part-time for a degree in business and marketing, and yet I still find time to read books in 3 different languages, train regularly, build my body, work on my YouTube channel, spend time with family and friends, and still unwind watching movies and TV shows. I'm not superhuman. I just found a system. With just 1 hour a day, I've made consistent progress on my goals, without burnout. I call it the first hour framework, and it changed everything. In this video I'll break down exactly how I use it, and how you can apply it to your own life, even if you feel like you have no time at all. For a long time, I believed that if I didn't have 3 or 4 hours of uninterrupted free time, then I couldn't make real progress. I remember exactly how it used to feel. I'd come home from work after my workout, tired, but still telling myself, okay, tonight I'll write a video script, maybe study a bit, or finally get through that book I started. But first I did something, then I checked my phone, scroll for a few minutes, which turned into several hours, and then suddenly it was already 9 p.m. And in that moment I'd feel 2 things at once: exhaustion and guilt. The night would end with me going to sleep frustrated, not because I was lazy, but because I kept waiting for the perfect pocket of time and energy that never came. And I always told myself, if I only had more free time, then I could finally make progress. But then one day I heard this quote: you don't need more time, you just need to use the time you already have differently. That hit me, because the truth was, I did have time, just not in the form I wanted, not ideal circumstances. So I asked myself, what if I stopped waiting for more and started using the little I had? But here's the most important part: not in a scattered, distracted, half-awake manner. I needed a focused, intentional hour that I protected like gold. That's when everything changed. Now let's do the math. 1 hour a day doesn't sound like much, right? But stretch it over a week, that's 7 focused hours. Over a month, that's around 30 hours. That's nearly a full-time work week you just created out of thin air. It's 30 hours where you move forward on your terms. And here's where it gets wild. Most people spend 6, 8, even 10 hours a day being busy, yet never actually move closer to the life they want, because busyness is loud, but growth is quiet. It happens in moments of intention. So while others are stuck in the cycle of reacting, scrolling, stressing, you're using your hour to grow your body, your mind, your projects, your vision. That's the real shift. It's not just about making time, it's about owning time, even if all you've got is 1 precious hour. That's the mindset shift that helped me finally break through. And once I did, I built a simple system around it, and I've stuck with it ever since. For me, this hour happens first thing after my short morning routine, before the noise of the world kicks in. No texts, no emails, no distractions, just me, my goals, and a quiet space to move forward. But if mornings don't work for you, that's okay. Your hour can be whenever you have energy and minimal distractions. After work, after class, during your lunch break. The key is that you protect it. You show up for it every day. This isn't deep work in the traditional sense. Deep work usually means 2 or 3 hours or even more of uninterrupted focus. This is something slightly different, but still it's structured, focused effort. No multitasking, no checking notifications, just you, 1 task and a commitment to move the needle. So how does this actually work? Step 1. Plan it the night before. Before I go to bed, I take 3 to 5 minutes to get super clear on exactly what I'll be doing in tomorrow's first hour. No vague to-do list, no guesswork. I write down 1 task, 1 mission, the most meaningful thing I could work on that'll bring me closer to my goals. This simple habit does one powerful thing. It eliminates morning decision fatigue. You wake up and you already know what to do. No time wasted trying to decide between 10 things. No wondering where to start. The trick is, make it specific. Don't write work on my side hustle. Write edit YouTube video intro or review your productivity system. This level of clarity is what turns 1 hour into real progress. Sometimes I'll also write down a short reason why this task matters. Just 1 sentence, something like, because this moves me closer to my financial freedom, or because showing up for this builds my confidence, or because consistency matters more than perfection. That little why turns your first hour into something meaningful, not just another chore. Speaking of something meaningful that could transform your life, consider subscribing to my channel, on which I help ambitious guys with limited time create a focused, balanced and productive life by breaking self-help into small daily actions. Right, step 2. After my short morning routine, which includes hydration, skincare, 5-minute light stretching and 5-minute journaling, I transition into my first hour like a ritual. I put my phone away or turn on airplane mode unless I absolutely need it for the task, and I close every browser tab that isn't related to what I'm working on. This tiny 1-2 minute setup makes a huge difference. You're telling yourself, I'm the kind of person who shows up for my goals, who protects this hour like it matters, because it does. And over time, you begin to look forward to this hour. It becomes the time in your day where the noise fades and you're fully in control. Cool. Moving on to step 3. This is the moment everything you've set up comes together and you get to work. And the rule is simple. Pick one task, then go all in. I don't half-type something while watching a video in the background. I do what I planned the night before, and only that. It's not deep work in the Cal Newport sense, where you disappear for 4 hours and enter full monk mode, but it's deep enough to matter. Whatever the task is, it's high leverage, not busy work, not filter. This is my time to move the needle, and because I'm only asking myself for 1 hour, it's easy to stay consistent. Even on days I feel tired or unmotivated, I can tell myself, just 1 hour, just do this. And by the time it's over, I've already won the day, because I showed up. And here's what's powerful. This hour happens before my 9 to 5, before gym, before errands, before anything else. So no matter what chaos the day throws at me, I've already made progress on something really important. One focused hour, one small win, every single day. Step 4. Most people finish a task and instantly rush to the next thing. Laptop shuts, notifications flood in, the world pulls them back. But this quiet moment after the first hour, it's where real clarity is built. When my hour ends, don't just close my laptop and bolt out the door. I pause. I make myself a cup of coffee or tea. I sit in silence for a few minutes and reflect. Not for hours, just 5 to 10 minutes of calm, of breathing, of asking, what did I accomplish? What did I learn? What's the next step? How do I feel after showing up for myself today? This might seem small, but it's like pressing save on your progress. It builds pride, momentum, control. That reflection tells you that you are steering the ship. You're not reacting to life, you're directing it. It also creates a clean mental transition into the rest of your day. Now here's something I found makes the system even more powerful. On weekends, I use one of these hours not for active work, but for review. I take the time to reflect on where I am. I look over my productivity system, my current goals, and my energy levels. And it makes a massive difference. Even if progress stalls or I hit a slump, I don't panic, because I know exactly where I'm at. I can zoom out, recalibrate, and make an actionable plan to move forward. I'm not just going with the wind, I use myself when needed. But there is one thing I haven't mentioned yet. None of this works if you're running on empty. You can't win your first hour if your sleep is wrecked. If you wake up groggy, burnt out, and drained, it doesn't matter how good your plan is, your energy will betray your goals. That's why sleep isn't just a health habit, it's a foundation. So if you're serious about building a productive life, check out my last video in which I break down every daily habit that silently destroys your sleep and how to stop them. I truly hope this video was helpful, and definitely have a good day.